How's it going, guys? Bet you can't guess where I'm at. I'll pan around here and see if you can figure it out. So, we are at a spot we've never been to before, surprisingly enough. It's Badger Lake. And what you're seeing is what happens to the lake at the end of summer. Normally this is full, all the way up to the tree stumps there. That's normally the edge of the lake. But since it's a snow runoff lake, it's not full right now. Also, the most treacherous road ever that we've been on with Abel, it's kind of nail biting the whole way. Very tight, very rocky, very steep, and he drove in like a champ. I was very impressed. There were sections, couple miles of a section that we had to put him in first gear low for the entire drive, and we were going like a mile per hour. It was pretty brutal. Trees just mere inches away from the sides of the box and the truck. We snapped off a couple huge branches that got caught on the shelter. So this trip has a lot of risk, but it also has a huge reward because this area is just gorgeous. There is a campground back up over the ridge here, but the road you can actually drive down into the, I think that's a boat ramp there is what it's supposed to be, which is why it's not blocked off. But the Forest Service signs that you can camp anywhere you want as long as you're 200 feet from the water. So we figured we're about 250 feet from the water. And this is just awesome. Will and I got here, and the cats are here, and they went out and they went skittering up this hill and came back, and it's about 70 degrees. And we went for a 5-mile run. We did the circumference of the lake, and then we ran up the road that brought us in, which is basically uphill for 2 miles. And then we came back down. We're at about 4,300 feet elevation, I believe. I'd have to look at the Garmin again. I think that's what it said when I parked it. But yeah, this is by far one of the most memorable and challenging spots I think we've ever been to before. And it's up here by Mount Hood. New battery setup is doing great. We've been running the fan, the Everspotcher for hot shower. We got the fridge on that's tied to an inverter, 1,000 watt DeWalt inverter. So, and it's still holding that 12.6, 12.7 volts, and it's been sitting here now for about 3 hours. I bet we'll get through the night. I'm going to guess that we'll probably have 12.4 volts in the morning if we leave the fridge on and turn the Everspotcher on for heat at 55 degrees. It will get cold up here tonight. It's supposed to get down into the 30s, so there's that. Anyhow, I will make a follow-up video in the morning to tie together on this one. It's about 80 degrees right now. It looks like we're going to have one epic sunset. Maybe, I'm going to guess, 2 hours left of daylight before it goes behind that mountain. This is a pretty epic viewing spot for it, though. The temperature has dropped maybe 15 degrees in the last 10 minutes, and the temperature tonight is supposed to be in the 30s, and this is the last bit of sunshine that we have for today on the lake, and you can see the shadow coming down. Only about 5 minutes worth of sunshine left. Pretty good view of the lake from up here. Willow's cooking up some vegan hot dogs. We're gonna have some vegan hot dogs for dinner. The wind has picked up. It has a very distinct chill to it. We're gonna enjoy the rest of the evening here inside of Abel watching a movie or playing the PlayStation 3 maybe. Come back here in a little bit when it gets dark and show you guys that floodlight that I made with the LED conversion. The outdoor light for the back door of the shelter. Willow said that this is her most favorite place we've ever been to so far. So I think I did pretty good planning it out. There goes the sun. That's the end of it for today. And that's about it. You can see the shadow is up on the hill now, creeping its way up the hill. We're basically down in a big fish bowl. Pretty amazing stuff. I never would have thought a few years back that I would have a vehicle like this and be able to go places and have like a little home on the back of it. It's pretty fun. We're having a blast.
It says everyone in this room will be dead by week's end. You're number 2 on the list. Well, who's number 1? An unknown, a civilian. Kyle Reese.
So this looks like some sort of a lunar landing of some sorts. You guys can't see the sky, but there's a million stars to see out here. So yeah, the light works great. It's hard to tell on camera, but it is really bright out here. Enough to get out and use a restroom or whatever you need to do. Good morning, guys. We got a great night of sleep. You can still see the moon up there. Got a little bit cloudy. Everspotcher turned on about 10 times while we were sleeping, and my guesstimate was correct. Resting voltage on the new batteries is 12.3 volts. This is after turning as much stuff on as we possibly could think of. The water pump, the heater. Willow ran the fans last night when she was cooking dinner. We watched an 2.5 hour movie. We had the PlayStation 3 on. We pretty much had everything on that we could think of, and we're still holding probably about 85%, 80 or 85%, 12.3 volts. And when we parked yesterday at 11 a.m., we had 12.7 volts. So I'm really glad that we put those deep cycle batteries in. I know people kind of give me crap because I got them at Walmart. Well, Johnson Controls makes those batteries, and they're great. They've got great reviews. They're only $100 each. It's a 2-year battery. It's deep cycle. I mean, you couldn't ask for more. It's 100 amp hours per battery. So stoked on that. But yeah, Willow's going to be cooking some breakfast this morning, and we're going to be packing up and heading out this road, this one-way road that there's probably going to be quite a few people on, because today's Saturday and the hunting permits have just started and there's a lot of people that camp here. So hopefully we can get out of here with the big rig. We'll see. This is the most treacherous road we've ever been on with Abel. Keeping my fingers crossed nobody's coming from the other direction. We're in transfer case low, but I haven't switched over to 50-50 yet because we haven't been slipping at all. Good stuff.
And what you don't see is the ledge and the cliff on the other side descending anywhere from 500 to 1,000 feet. There's lots of pine around here, and we've got some cranky kitties. There's one. It's Aura. And there's Cosmos. The video really doesn't do any justice of illustrating just how rocky and the steep incline that we're about to go up here. So keep in mind that the reality is much different than what you're watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time.